For writers, I think you're too much in your head and being very self-centered, and you might be learning a really strong lesson right now. In fact, you are learning a very strong lesson right now, and you need to loosen up. You need to start putting others first with whatever you're doing with this project. So let me tell you how I got there. Currently, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. There's no movement. Something has come to a screeching halt. Because of the screeching halt, though, it does seem like there is a brighter future for the project or for you and what you are writing. So I think you've seen it. It's just a glimmer, but there is still a lot of work to be done. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles, and he likes to have all of his T's crossed and his I's dotted before he makes a move. It does, because he's reversed, it feels like you've just kind of jumped and done something without a plan. You also have the Six of Pentacles reversed, which is usually an exchange of energy, a givers and receivers, but there seems to be no giving or receiving being involved in whatever's happening with your project. Maybe it's something in your project, but it seems like there's an imbalance and there's no, like, it's very one-sided. Now we have the moon here, the moon reversed. It seems like it almost feels like you're digging more into anger. There seems to be a little bit more agitation. People get agitated when things don't necessarily go their way, and they start to get resentment. They start to feel anger. They start to feel like the world is against them, and that's kind of what it feels like here. I don't know if it's something that happened, just very angry at the situation or at the project. Justice, and the justice is all about the law and fairness. There might be some forgiveness going on here. What I would highly pay attention to with this is just whatever you are giving out, you are getting in return. With the Six of Pentacles being reversed, it seems like you are either taking too much from people and not giving enough back. And that's pretty much what justice is telling you, I think. You are getting back exactly what you're putting out. I was editing and I skipped a card. So I have the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands, I like to think of pages as the production assistants of the tarot. They are learning about their certain element. With the Page of Wands, Wands is our passions and our creativity. So this Page of Wands with that death card, with that hope symbol that we have, it seems like you have a new flame that is now burning about where to go and take this project. You are learning how to approach this project in a new way. We also have the Two of Wands reversed. So that's usually about, you don't have a vision. There's no vision for you to tap into. It's almost like you're just kind of using the project to get to the next step. What's your big ultimate plan with this project? What do you want to do with this project? What do you think this project will accomplish once it's completed? And that, I think, you might, if once you kind of assess that, you'll be able to flip this card over and get a little bit more balance as to why you're working on this project of war. You do know your strengths. You've done the work. You know your strengths. You have been able to make friends with your anxieties, make friends with your shadow self. It just seems a little bit more villainous, and you're not able to help other people along. It seems like you're being very self-centered regarding this. You've done the work, so can you help someone else do the work as well? Maybe be a mentor to them or something like that. But yes, you know you, and I think you need to start using that to your advantage. Card at the bottom of the deck is the Empress reversed. There just seems to be no care going out. It's all self-centered. You're not caring about the people on your team. There's no care going out to the people who might read your project, all that kind of stuff. It just seems very uncaring, there's no growth. There's no personal growth going on with this project. The Empress is considered the mother of the tarot. And what are mothers? They are patient, they are nurturers, and they let things grow naturally. And it just seems like there is no growth naturally happening here. Because you got 5 major arcanas, it seems like there is a big lesson that you're learning here in regards probably to how fast things move. I almost want to say something about teamwork. Even the 3 of coins did not come up, but there just seems like there was a lack of an exchange of energy with other people. And that's probably the big lesson that you're learning regarding this project or your writing journey. Hello, did my math wrong again. So these are some numbers that you're going to want to pay attention to in regarding to your project. 8, 13, 2, 6, 18, 11, 1, 2, 8, and 3. So if you add all those up, you get 72. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 9 in the major arcana is the Hermit. This is a rather interesting card to get regarding this because since you need to focus more on other people, it almost feels like you need to go within yourself to kind of figure out why you're being this self-centered. Where is this self-centeredness coming from? The hermit is usually an older man who is gathering information before he shares it with the world. So I'm wondering if there is something going on inside that you're not quite sharing, but you need to kind of figure that out before you can move forward with the project. Elementally wise, you've got earth, air, fire, and water. You have no air. There are no thoughts. There are no communications. Nothing's being clear. You're probably spinning your wheels a lot. That's probably something you really need to pay attention to. Because you have a lot of major arcana cards on the table, it feels like you have a lot of people coming at you, telling you what you should do, and you just don't really know who to pay attention to. So I'm going to help you a little bit with that astrologically wise. I would definitely pay attention to the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and pay attention to what they have to say and incorporate their aspects into what you're doing next. What's this new idea, this new energy, this new thing that has changed, and let this thing grow via your air signs. I'm not sure what these astrological things are trying to tell you, but look them up and see where they fit with your project and what you're dealing with right now, and go forward using those aspects to help you and your writing journey learn more, maybe give more, and go from there. The colors you're probably going to want to pay attention to are brown and blue. There just seems to be a brown tinge to these cards. It's hard to explain that. It's not brown in my face, but there's a brown tinge. The one blue that is kind of screaming at me is this blue in the moon, the dark navy blue. I just can combine blue and moon. The dark navy in the moon is the card that kind of comes up to me. I usually don't like to go with colors that are just screaming at me, or completely obvious, but that is a color that is definitely wanting to say something. Exact middle, it's right where my eyes go, and it's like the only other color that's kind of like that would be this red, but that came up second. So I'm not, it's just the blue. Go with the blue. I do pull 3 extra cards. You've got message. It seems like you're blocking some sort of a message. This seemed obvious when I pulled it. It's a message in a bottle. It's blocked. It's reversed. It just kind of feels like there are things that you have associated with this project, or you are blocked with this project, maybe other people's opinions of the project, and just trying to pay more attention to how they feel. Not to say that you should change your voice or what the project is, but to maybe at least recognize why people are being triggered by whatever it is that you're writing. We also have elephant. Maybe someone's writing an elephant in your story. Elephant in the room. Then we also have, how do your main characters react when they're successful? I'm Chris, and my expertise helps screenwriters and authors complete 3 to 8 detailed outlines in less than a year using tarot cards. It could go up to 12. It just kind of depends on what your process is, and I can totally work with that. I believe that when a writer can actually visualize their story and visualize their world in front of them before they write a single word, it helps the writing process become more smooth as they are writing said project. That's why I have all these tarot decks behind me. I've created my own practice to where if someone comes to me with a mermaid story, I have a mermaid deck. Pirates, I have pirates. Witches, I have witches. Vampires, zombies, all that kind of stuff. So I can read with all of these decks. If you do want to take this a little bit further, I do have a free 15-minute exercise in the link of my profile. So go there, click that. It's a completely free. In 15 minutes, you will write a complete story using 3 tarot cards. That 15-minute exercise is literally scratching the surface of what you can do with tarot cards and writing your projects. With that, I would like to invite you to like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I will see you in the next one.